still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready! Cougar 19! Ready!
Daniels going to throw to get us started. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Get up! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Go!
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
No gain on the play.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him. Just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Daniels now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. The throw left side finds Johnson. And before he can reach the 1st, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Let's go!
Daniels keeps it himself. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Firing quickly out line. Daniels. He's still going at the 30. Still fighting forward. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Can you hear me, Brendan?
Yeah.
Oh. Party wasn't showing up.
Let me see some on YouTube right now. But that doesn't make sense.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Here we go. Here we go. Steal. 45. White. Smash. Red. Ready.
Love gonna air this out to start. He finds Tigakakro for the grab. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating.
So,
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them.
Yo, yo.
Second down coming up.
When they were
What
in
is
their defense
happening?
meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
33, yellow. Edo blue. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Hold the ready.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready, 60. Let's go now. Panthers 6. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It is Cup, left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
what?
Snap to Daniels.
Would you ask us if you should go to Houston?
And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain. After he picked up 3, 3rd down.
I'll say there's a spectrum, and we're definitely closer to the Canadian end of the spectrum than the North Korean or Mozambique end of the spectrum, but we're definitely not in the middle. We're maybe,
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
because like Mozambique literally has like 2 AK-47s on their flag, and then North Korea they have like, institutional gulags, but here it's like we're just starting that off. We're just kickstarting that program.
For the first. And this is down all the way to the 3. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage too until some resistance has got to finally appear.
You won't get shot for disrespecting our president. No, you won't. I'm saying you won't get shot. Like, you could literally go in front of the White House and be like, fuck Trump. And they can arrest you, but they're not going to, they could shoot you in theory. But, literally, if you go to North Korea and you don't salute the flag. So there's a picture of Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Il-sung, the 3 leaders. The grandfather, the father, and the son. The son's the current leader. And you have to have those in your house somewhere, and if you don't have them, they'll arrest you. And if you don't salute them or show those pictures the proper respect, they'll shoot you or put you in prison. It's pretty bad. I mean, you can look at you can look at the gulags on Google Maps. It's pretty bad, and then you can also, and then also you can, there's survival interviews of people who've, I mean, sure, I guess there's lots of factories that have just piles of dead people, but let me look this up. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look up evidence of death camps in North Korea. Yeah, so there's extensive evidence, survivor testimonies, satellite imagery, and international investigations confirms the existence of large political prison systems known as gulags in North Korea, where hundreds of thousands are estimated to have died due to starvation, forced labor, torture, and executions. But again, it's like, if you want to believe the news, Definitely do not go to Minnesota right now. Yeah, I know. I'm saying don't go to Minnesota right now.
Misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Smash, red. Here we go, set. Claws red, black, 95, ready.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down.
Why is my game glitching?
Defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I'm playing a game on my phone and it's fucking up.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Yeah, my game is live if anyone wants to watch. Like,
Commander starting out in a good spot here.
Like
as they
share
get
screen
set.
wise.
First and 10.
Don't you guys have football in Canada, like Canadian Football League?
Play action now. Daniels. It's caught. This is Jalen
Ooh.
Wright. And he's able to get it past midfield.
My first college did not have a football team, but they had a good basketball team. And then I'm at Penn State right now, which their football program's been a little bit tainted due to pedophilia.
Mm.
I don't think Joe. I don't. There was a defensive coordinator 5 years ago who, for like over a decade, ran a children's organization, like a charity, and he was really just doing it to have access to children. But the head coach, Joe Paterno, Joe Pa, was the head coach of Penn State since like the 60s. And by the time that happened, he was like in his 80s. I don't think the dude knew what was up, but he died during the investigation. And the program's not been the same since.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it.
I'm pretty sure Ron can tell you more details, but they got like pretty heavily fined, even though it wasn't necessarily like the college's fault. It's like, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to draft any players the next 3 years or something like that. I think they got past that, but it was just really bad.
Daniels to throw on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on fourth down. That was impressive. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage...
Well, as a girl, I'd say you have it easier. You should just go to the gym and immediately just start a conversation with any man. You know, us guys do be missing signals, but
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
70 Timberwolves.
Third and short, Daniels.
damn.
Dump off caught by
No.
Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up. So here's Harrison Mevis.
Oh, that's
ready for
fucked
the
up.
field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards
She's
out.
better.
Mevis able to knock it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Damn.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can
Kinda
still
got
come
cooked.
away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive
You did.
pace they've set for themselves.
Mevis ready to send this one
Yeah, it
away.
is.
I was watching some stand-up earlier. There's a show called Kill Tony, and people sign up and they do like a minute. And this guy was a gay black man, and his entire minute of stand-up was pretty much just like anti-black racist jokes with a little twist of like homophobia. And I'm like, yo, this man is funny. Like, he's just his own. He said something about like he's poor, so he couldn't afford a George Foreman grill, so he has a George Floydman grill, and he has to use his knee to get it to work.
First down, San Francisco.
Very edgy.
He said very edgy. Yes, so that was very edgy, but it was a black man who said it, so I was like, haha. If it was a white guy, I would be like, oh no.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to be out of bounds.
Well,
Defense catches up to him near that 45. 12 yards on that
I guess I guess I should feel comfortable every time someone says the word cracker.
How often does that happen?
Not really that often anymore, although when I was the only kid on my block, like me and my sister were the only white kids in Columbia, South Carolina, we got called cracker like every fucking second on the bus. It was pretty bad. But and then it stopped when my older sister was like, "What are you gonna do? Spread cheese all over them and eat them?" And then we're like, "What the fuck? This crack is weird." I always thought it was like the dumbest insult. I never felt that bad about it until I figured out where it came from. I was like, that. It's like, ooh. It's like, yeah, we did, I guess, do that. You know, we had some people do that to us, but we definitely did that for Brick.
Oh, what? Oh, man. What kind of bullshit, man?
Your soul.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive.
I'm getting so upset with seeing like slowly even more and more and more of my PlayStation friends download Arc Raiders. I'm just like, because it's like everyone else seems to be having a great fucking time but me. Thank you, Dr. Obvious. That's like that's not the same with every fucking game. Is that not the thing in every game ever made though? I never shoot anybody, and I don't like every game I play when it's not with people. There's always spawn campers, right, or not spawn campers, but campers right at the fucking thing. And I'll have like one thing I'll be looking for days, right? And then it's like no, and then I'm like I don't play for it. Just I don't get how it's the most popular game right now. I really don't understand like the flows of time, how we've gone backwards to like where games suck now. Like I don't.
Oh, I should have went inside, I guess.
Defenders coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one,
I love how he goes.
Yeah, it's like saying like Fortnite's a top tier multiplayer game. It's like that's because a lot of people play it doesn't mean it's good. Like just a lot of people like country music doesn't make it good. Country music's really innovative. The twanginess of the banjo, man, that shit, gets me going to square dance. But
Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. Third and a lone yard coming up.
No other game have I played is that punishing for a loss. No other game I've ever played is that like I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. I played Dark Souls one time, did not like that game. Didn't get past the part where you're No, I don't, because I like to enjoy. You know what games? The definition of game: have fun. Yeah, y'all are masochists. People who love the Elden Ring games are like I seriously think it's a masochism thing. Like you guys like the punishment of playing the same boss for 36 days in a row and just dying and like get the fuck out of here.
Had to try it.
I'd rather go get my nuts stopped on 36 days in a row, because at least like there's some sexual gratification. No, stepped on, like stomped, like with heels high, with fucking metal heels, because like I'd actually get something from that. Yeah, it would feel better than losing to Arc Raiders.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He had it for a moment.
So is losing to Arc Raiders.
Defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can deal with physical more than psychological. Like I've fallen off a cliff, I survived. Mother Nature took her toll, but I won. I didn't win, but it was like a knockout blow. But I lived to tell the tale. But like I can live. I've gotten my ass beat several times.
No, that's the other team.
49ers moving quickly.
Oh, he's playing. I didn't know. I must have missed you streaming because I was on YouTube. Shit.
Thrown on 1st down. Love. Finds a seam down the middle. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
I actually have not talked to Ron about it. I'm actually kind of. This is the first year in a while I'm kind of pumped for football, even though I think it's rigged. Just because two of my favorite teams are in the playoffs. And it's like they never the Panthers hardly ever make the playoffs, and then the Steelers. It's like I live around here, and they make it more than the Panthers do. But it's been a while since they won the Super Bowl.
Once more, it's Love. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline.
When I was down in
It's another
Mer-
first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Whew.
when I was
Had to
down
play
in
that
Maryland,
myself.
my friend doesn't use his YouTube that much, and I was too lazy to like log into my account, so I was
Oh,
just
wow.
using his account because the guest doesn't let you access like PG-13 up stuff. So all of this, and I didn't want to like taint his stuff with like all my World War II bullshit. So I was like, I know he loves football, so I was like, let me just watch football highlights from the past 50 years. So now he's got like the greatest hits of all football on his YouTube.
He used all the space he had, got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down. The 49ers
Sometimes it's hard when the defensive line collapses in on you like that.
they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's just a good play to
I didn't ever play football in high school, but I played lacrosse and I played defense, and we had a bunch of plays set up. So like, if someone came in the ball near the net, you like it's like basketball. You close your zone defense on them, and there's like they're kind of stuck unless they have someone on the outside. And with football, it's kind of harder to pass to anybody else because it's very hard to do like a lateral backwards pass.
Break things up. So that brings up 4th and long.
Even though that was one of the highlight reels I was watching, was like it was called the greatest backyard school plays of football. So it was like NFL, like all these old school trick plays of like, 3 and 4 lateral passes in a play for a touchdown.
35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Love now on 1st and 10.
I should have played when I was at George Mason because it was a club, so I would have been in, especially because like I was a varsity captain in my high school, but I was doing ROTC.
20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No, but it helps when you're on defense or a goalie be tall. I'm 5'10 and a half. I used to be 5'11, but I've shrunk due to falling off a cliff and seizures.
And he has it to the 42.
Yeah, it's post-traumatic seizure. So like I had a concussion every year I played lacrosse, and then my junior year I fell off a cliff, which gave me a hematoma, which is your brain bleeds. Oh yeah, you're a nurse. That's right. Forgot about that. So I had an epidural hematoma. So yeah, and I had to do a craniotomy. To use the technical terms, yes. I prefer the ancient term. I like thinking that like I got what is that shit called? A burr hole, and like I'm more spiritually woke now. Like I'm a fucking wizard. No, that's through the eyeball. That's not a good one. as much as I love the Kennedy family, one of our better, political dynasties in this country, two things that are not good: RFK Jr., some of his policies, and in the '60s, John F. Kennedy's younger sister, Rosemary, she was having fits. It was either like seizures or she was manic depressive, and they didn't know what to do because she's a political family, and they couldn't just like hide her away. So they took her ass to like an up New England way, old school asylum, and they lobotomized the Kennedy sister.
More confidence running into the locker room.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff.
That's
We're gonna
crazy.
get one final snap here in the half.
Yeah, every political dynasty in America has got. I think to be a political family and to have that kind of dynasty, you're gonna have skeletons in your closet. So like the Clintons, the Kennedys, the Cheneys, the Bushes, the Trumps are trying to start their own dynasty. Hopefully that doesn't last past this guy.
Dragon 60.
He'll throw it.
Because our military has tanks.
Throws into heavy traffic.
And the last time people, the
Various Ward picks it off.
so the last time that it was equal footing, there was a thing called the Confederacy, and they had cannons, they had guns, they had horses. The same thing the Union had. That still didn't work out for them.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more.
The Confederacy.
NFL on EA Sports.
Not that they weren't the good guys. It's so ironic. They were fighting for the freedom to have slavery, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, but I'm a South Carolinian, so it's kind of ingrained in us. Like, don't fuck with the federal government, because look what happened. Like, your whole fucking state got burned by Sherman's army when he marched through and punished y'all. So think about it next time you try some shit, And then now with like both my parents are ex-military, it's like, oh, we got drones, chemical weapons, nuclear weapons, Abrams tanks, jets, like RPGs, flamethrowers, fucking like there's all way more fuckery than they had in the Civil War era. Like I can only imagine the amount of hellfire the American government could bring down on a riot if someone brought down a Molotov cocktail on like an ice, Oh yeah, they would come in with their fucking fully militarized APCs with the fucking robot guns on top, the automated turrets, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, clear, we're gonna use live rounds, and they did that shit in the 60s. There was a student protest at Kent State University during Vietnam, and the National Guard opened fire and killed like 16 students. And then in the 90s, actually, let me go backwards. In the 80s, the FBI supplied the Philadelphia Police Department with either C4 explosives or TNT to drop on calling it a Black Liberation Movement is strong because they weren't really like the Black Panthers. It was really more of like a neighborhood community thing. It was called MOVE, and they were just trying to build like a better community, but apparently somebody who lived in one of the projects was like a suspect of a crime, and they wouldn't like send him out because they were worried that it would be racist prosecution, whatever. So there was a siege, and instead of like sending in like a SWAT team, they just dropped a bomb on this entire neighborhood in Philly, and like 30 people died. And then in the 90s, the ATF sent in they kind of like, what's the word? They set somebody up. They like, there's a term you're not supposed to do as a police officer. It's like when you convince somebody to do a crime so that you can arrest them. You can't do that. It's let me look up the term. But so basically, like, the FBI ATF went to this guy who was an armorer up in Oregon or Washington State, and they're like, yeah, can you soft these shotguns for us? He's like, yeah, I don't really do that. It's a legal modification. And they offered him like a ridiculous amount of money to do it, right? And then they immediately wrote to their superiors.
Yo.
What's up? They immediately requested
That was my fault. I pressing buttons. It's actually trying to turn you up. Fun.
But yeah, so they basically they turned him in, and he ran away home, which is not what you're supposed to do. And then he was like, "If you want me, you can come and get me." And he lived in the middle of nowhere with his family because they were preppers, and because he had done something that's federally illegal, they sent in the ATF and the FBI, and they seized this guy's house. And the first person they saw with their SWAT units was a kid walking a dog, and they felt like that was a threat. So they shot the kid and the dog. That freaks the guy out because he just lost his son and his dog. So he's like, I'm never coming out. His wife, on day 2, tries to end the siege. She leaves the building with her infant baby in her hands. A sniper shoots her. The baby drops to the ground. They're both dead. And the guy eventually, like in tears, came out and surrendered. And he got arrested for like 5 years. And then later on, like the federal government owed him the grand sum of $1 million for 2 kids and a wife killed.
No.
At some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into
Basically, I think all 3 of those stories, like, you know, the whole move bombing, the whole Waco siege, and like my whole point is that if they want to get you, they can get you. They can set you up and get you. Like there's a risk. There's a risk. This is inherent to everyone who lives in an autocratic or turning into an autocratic regime. It's the risk you take between life and liberty, so you can choose to live longer or you can choose to try to make things better. But if you die, how are you gonna make things better? So you have to be like very, very careful about like when and where you choose to and how you choose to resist. So I'm trying to get a job with the federal government, so hopefully I know it's like not elected position. I know it's not elected position, but like internally there are safeguards and procedures, and there are like you can slow roll certain things. Work for the VA first, but then that's the Veterans Affairs, so it's like helps veterans get medical treatment and psychological treatment, and yeah. And if I can work there, that gives you like a federal GS rating, which is government service work. And that's basically the equivalent of being an officer in the military, but you're civilian. So from there, you can transfer to like any federal job as long as your resume is good. No idea. I'm thinking like maybe the stick in so if I stay in Pennsylvania, I could go to Harrisburg, and that'd be the state capital, and I could work for the state government and figure out how the actual electoral side instead of the bureaucratic side of things works, because like that's where more change gets affected, is on the electoral side than like the bureaucrat like I wouldn't want to grade papers in my free time. True. I want to skip the part. I want the click remote to get to the part where I'm like the 40 years in tenured professor, and like even if I sleep with my TAs, I don't get in trouble.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, once you have tenure, you can pretty much do whatever. Like,
Why did no one know about that? Oh my god.
that was just a worst case example. It was a joke, but maybe not.
No, I'm like laughing out loud. That was funny.
Thank you.
It's just it's just the fact that life just kept going on.
I
Yeah, I
always
can
found
still
out.
fuck around with the people who mark my shit.
I was like, I feel like women appreciate the honesty. You wouldn't want a guy who's like pretending you know, like to be a great guy, and he's really fucking all of his TAs. You would rather him be upfront about it, right?
Sometimes I would.
Just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I mean, even if they're students, if you're college or 18, it's good. If you're 18, they clean.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
If they're 21, you having fun.
Oh.
After a good
If
You're gonna
she's
get reported.
23, she's for me.
I'm already reporting you down the road.
play action now with Daniels.
If you're 25,
Well, yeah, I mean,
let's
girls
get
mature quicker than
alive.
boys. That is a fact. So
I also had a head injury at 17, so I think I'm
Oh,
permanently
hush.
stuck at whatever that age is. It's just like permanently 17.
Girls mature better than I said boys.
Point after by Mevis is good.
He's usually Washington.
Washington.
I love that. The former British colonialism. Is it a match? Is this a soccer match? Is it a match of footy?
Jackson now to return it.
This is a game. It's not a match.
Inside the 25.
I don't know. I'm just teasing because it's
What's
like
the
it just
difference?
like Canadian English it's got a lot of holdovers from English more
are you
so than
Canadian?
American.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up.
Mhm. It's kind of like how Europeans say lifts instead of elevators. Like I was watching a movie recently, and this guy was like, I'm gonna take the lift, and I'm like, that dude's not really American. He's a fucking spy. No America would ever call that a lift.
Ah.
And he was saying it's.
Comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth.
On the set.
Well, nothing doing on the last run.
Mhm.
Second and 10. The
Yeah,
Commanders
3
take
fingers.
timeouts. They're first.
Yeah.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Another
Are you? Sorry, you
thing.
said you're Canadian. Where are you from in Canada? Oh. Yeah, not from Toronto though. I'm not from the 6.
Oh, you're not from the
Um,
6 with your woes on OVO.
yeah, no
Hove.
OVO.
That's come on, he's not supposed to get
I
rid of
live in
that.
Alberta.
Come on, man.
Yeah, the province. I won't go into detail because
Is that the
Toronto's
home of the
quite big.
trucker convoy?
Don't put it in harm's way.
I think they're from everywhere, right? They're truckers from all over Canada. Yeah. And then Trudeau's like, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to have any of your money anymore. And then I was like, governments can do that? It's like, that's not cool.
Holy shit,
That'd
bro.
be so shitty if.
It's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go.
Well, I don't.
Attack the coverage on third down. But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Desperation time here on fourth.
So I never got the vaccine, but I kept getting checked because I'd have to go to places like I'd go to like movie theaters, raves, the grocery store, so I'd have to like provide negative COVID tests. No, I'd provide negative COVID tests. Yeah.
But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop?
Jesus. No, I listen. You shouldn't. You should do whatever you feel is right for your own body, but like you shouldn't lie. Like I would, if I had an STD, I would never lie to somebody, but I'd tell them immediately, which is why I get tested pretty regularly.
Oh, you're just a very frequent kind of guy?
I mean, anytime things happen with a new partner, I get tested. I'll just put it that way.
I guess. I mean, but like, are you like not using protection or nothing? You just going in raw?
If I'm with a long-term partner, I've not used condoms. But if I'm just messing around, I use them. Yes.
No one's going in.
But then again, I'm sure you're aware of this. Is like sometimes A, condoms aren't 100%, and B, like oral. So
And where what? No, I didn't hear you.
condoms aren't like 100% protective all the time, and even if you don't have the mouth condoms, right, and you're protecting like oral sex for like eating somebody out, then you can still get STDs that way.
It's a mindset, honestly.
To not get it or get it.
Yeah, I don't really know what SCDs are. We don't
True.
got many of those over here up in the north.
That's why I heard somebody say about like someone's like, oh, you're on a date with a Catholic girl and she wants you to nut inside. Do you wear a condom? Do you pull out, or what do you do? And the guy just goes, no, I nut inside of her. God will protect us.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's like people who have at-home births. Those are fucking crazy.
It is crazy, but at the same time, think about this. For the first 5,000 years of human civilization, that's how it was done.
Yeah,
Up until like
which is
the year
crazy.
1895, you know,
That's why they're
every one of 3 children just died on the floor.
Players closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Have you heard of the water births where people like get in their tub or whatever? Or in,
hell
like
no, like a pool.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
floating around with placenta all around you like a fucking like a Jackson Pollock painting.
That's
Hit. Wow.
criminal. Like
That's why
literally criminal.
I have a dangerous set of skills from college, including art, communications, and political science, which means I can disgust you with art references. Oh, that is Alberta, your guys' Texas? Hell yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Y'all got cowboy hats, big boots in Alberta?
I mean, yes, but okay, it's not a cowboy festival anymore. It's not a cowboy festival. Well, it hasn't been a cowboy festival in forever. Like, it depends where you go. They had Don Toliver last year and Khalid.
True. That's not very cowboy.
It's fucking
like-
crazy.
The cowboy of the year
Literally,
is J.
just-
Cole.
There was J. Cole there, actually.
Hilarious.
There's J. Cole ones, there's G-Eazy, Macklemore.
Yes,
They're having
Macklemore, very
John
cowboy.
Summit come. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's okay.
Every time I hear the song Thrift Shop, I just think of cowboys in the plains. Dust
Okay,
bunnies.
yeah. That's funny.
Or what are they called?
Okay.
What are those things?
Like
The
cocaine and
tumbleweeds?
fucking crack, you know.
That's prom here too. It's crazy that we're still
JK,
fighting.
crack's not coming
Bullshit,
in.
man.
We're actually
still fighting.
You're still fighting demons? But
Oh no, I was saying like the United States just went to war with Venezuela, allegedly over drugs, when it's really oil. And I'm like, bro, we lost the fucking war on drugs in the 80s. This shit's ridiculous. Like we lost when Reagan started selling guns to the Israelis to get crack. Like there was something to do with Rick Ross crack in New York City. Like it was all FBI and shit. It's just not good. It's like you can't say you're anti-drugs and you're bringing drugs in. And then that's the other thing. Here's an irony for you.
it's always the U.S.
What's funny is we're blaming like Mexico and Venezuela for the fentanyl when most of the precursors come from China, but we're not literally allowed to be angry with China because we owe them so much money. The same thing with the Saudis. Like we can't be angry at the Saudis, even though all the the 9/11 perpetrators were Saudis, because we're so vested in their oil interests.
That's what you call efficiency.
Yeah, but it's not like they were members of the government. Like they were random radicals who happened to be from a country. You know what I mean?
Creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
I'm deep.
Second and 3 now.
It's definitely not an accident. That's for
What the
sure.
fuck? I do not think it was an accident. Like,
Yeah, those
what?
Can't believe
planes
they did
didn't just
that shit.
randomly fall out. Oops, the bird strike. It's like Sully.
I don't believe
Those
it's an
damn
accident.
planes.
Before they force him out.
Superman's at it again.
3 yards.
Dude,
That's good for a Washington first down.
the accident.
It was General Zod
My
and the
name is
Kryptonians.
Accident Jones.
ISIS.
No, it was not. So no, not until we.
Illuminati?
Yes, it was Illuminati. Well, yeah, that's the
Oh,
long
come
story.
on. You dropped that, man? Come on, brother.
He's gaslighting us.
The official narrative.
Girl, you don't even know what that means.
You're gonna get in trouble for saying it was Israelis. You're gonna get in trouble now. I listen. I'm the last. I'm not gonna report anybody, but
What the fuck, man? Why is the defense like that?
yeah, Mossad's coming for you. The IDF. They're gonna
just
put you in the Gaza Strip. 6 feet under some rubble.
We never heard from her again.
It was by
I make
Joseph, no?
I make a lot of dark
9/11?
jokes. Hmm.
Joseph? You make a lot of dark jokes?
Yeah.
Darkness.
Hmm.
Darkness.
My
You know
my
what?
my
Not that
theory
long.
is like I wouldn't have to make the joke if it didn't happen, and someone way worse made it happen.
You know what? It's a mindset.
It is.
Honestly.
It might not be right. It might not be the right one,
shit.
but it is one for sure.
It probably
Oh, no.
actually didn't happen. They probably just fabricated it to see
It's like with the
how
moon
the human
landing.
body would react to such intenseness.
It's like, yo, what if the COVID-19 vaccines are microchips? And I'm like, we all carry fucking smartphones. Why would they need to track
Was it
us with a
COVID-19
microchip?
was actually AIDS? Now we all have
So
AIDS.
there's a theory that like the Dr. Fauci, and if you look into it, it's a little bit suspicious, but so he was also in charge of the CDC in the 80s during the AIDS epidemic, and there was a treatment plan called AZT, which was not effective for treating AIDS or HIV, and some people think it caused more deaths than it saved. But so the argument that they made was better is that it was better than nothing. So like let's say if it was 51% to 50 mortality rate, like 51% say to 50, that's a 1% better than nothing, right? That's truth. But it's a hard truth. So you kind of just say it worked and you get past it, you know? But yeah, going back to 9/11, I'd say the shortest version of it is that in the 80s, Russians invaded Afghanistan. We, with the CIA, funded some insurgents to fight them, and the leader of those insurgents became a man, and it's Osama bin Laden. According to our government, this man got angry with us for not continuing to fund him after the Cold War, and he was kind of mad at us for causing more bloodshed in the Middle East anyway. So again, allegedly, he declared jihad. He trained some people to fly planes. They took them from Boston and New York airports, flew them into some buildings, and then America's been in Iraq for the past 25 years, even though Iraq had nothing to do with it.
That's so dope. Did you know, I don't know, I got lost.
Ah.
Yep.
I'm the
You know that Canada's
Alhamdulillah.
population is 90%.
Ah.
Never mind.
What'd you
Nope. Are you?
Am I Muslim?
I'm
Just like Minnesota.
not Muslim.
Just like Minnesotans. All Somalians up there. Other than that one white lady got shot.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
All I know is you don't call them Chineses.
Here's a give inside to right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sorry, I'm just completely dialed right now. I apologize if you do ask me any questions that
Defenses need them sometime as well.
What you say?
I'm not Somalian, no, and I'm not Ethiopian. I'm not Muslim either.
Are you part of the First Nation? Are you a native indigenous Canadian?
No.
This one set up for Daniels.
Nope. I'm just me. Yep.
I'm just a kid. Na, 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 na.
I'm just a big baby. What? What about Molly?
For the kneel down.
What about white girl?
I just wanna roll it, roll it, roll it with a Damarant.
Part Molly?
One drawn up here.
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh, you think you are part Somalian? I'm so sorry.
My neighbors are Haitian, which was really funny when Trump went on his bullshit about
Your
they're eating the
neighbors
cats'
are Asian?
dogs.
That's
They're Haitian with H, Haiti.
We get it to
And then the
Buccaneers in
President Trump was like, "Oh, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs." It's like I don't
and they still
think
have
they're eating the
2
cats'
left.
dogs. They have a dog, and my cats are fine.
Here comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well.
It's an interesting culture because they're Caribbean. They're very dark, right? But they speak French with like the thickest
And the punt team
Caribbean
gets this
accent.
one at the 17-yard line.
So it's like it's almost I can hear the French. Like well, no, because like there's
North
different shades of
Asians,
people.
bro.
Like
What?
and
They what?
Jamaicans, Caribbeans, Bahamians, like they're
Jamasians?
very darker skinned peoples. Like but then if you go to
So
like
your neighbors
if you go to like
are what?
Morocco or Ethiopia, they're a little bit lighter skinned. Like 'cause I think it's like they're more Sahara, like
Ethiopians
more.
definitely have darker skin, I would say.
Mm, maybe I'll say Sudanese maybe. Yeah, there's dependent.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got
Hmm.
7 and 3 now. It's
Hmm.
an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hmm.
To score this,
Tanzania is like in the middle, right? That's like near the Congo-ish. Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
As they begin the year 2-0.
You guys, it's actually my name.
I'm gonna look this up. I don't know where that is. Shit.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders.
You're descendant.
With
You're
that, we
descendant.
sign off
You're
from
descendant.
DC.
So it is near the DRC, but it's on the other side. It's not in the middle. You're right. Yeah. Okay. It's next to it. It's on a shares a border with the DRC. Yeah, this is some big fucking lake river here. Let me see what this is. Lake Tanganyika. I think you're right, because a bunch of those countries over the past 100 years have changed names a lot. But yeah, so sometimes when my neighbor is speaking outside, I can hear like occasional things. I'm like, oh, I know that word. Like, let's be uh, like I'll say it so quick.